How did Chacin do yesterday? Okay.
Yeah, he did. We got him out there for 6 innings, so that part was fine. It's those games are challenging. Just the adrenaline level is just challenging in those games. So
it's all about the work then.
It's about the work, yeah. It's about kind of getting out there for 90 pitches, and we got really close to that. So in that sense, it worked out perfect, yeah.
And Hoover and Taylor,
Hoover pitched on like an inning, 1+, and then Taylor pitched as well. And Taylor will pitch again today.
Oh, he will?
Yeah.
Is that significant, Craig?
Well, everybody's doing it, so I mean, certainly for him, it's probably the first time he's done it in quite a while. But it's not like the end all for this. It's pitching in the big leagues. You got to pitch back to back, and so you got to be able to do it. So.
But you had said earlier at camp that was the one thing that you guys had yet to see.
Yeah, I think it's just a function of because of his. He was a starter, then he was injured, now he's a reliever. So he's the
next progress.
We've never asked him to do it.
I was going to say, I wonder if he's ever done it.
He was a reliever in college, so he's probably done. I'm sure he's done in college. Yeah.
You guys like what you're seeing from him, don't you?
Yeah, he's pitching very well. I mean, he's got a very good arm, and it's I think health was not there for 2 years, but the arm's always been there, and now he's healthy, and so we're pushing him a little bit.
You still thinking about whether you can do that project in the big leagues, build him up to the?
Yeah, well, I think that's the point, is that it's not a project if he's here. You know what I mean?
If he's here, he's candidate just like everybody else.
That's right. Yeah.
Especially at this stage of camp, and you're still looking at him here.
Yeah. Choi's been out of there a couple days. He got kind of banged up on that dive the other day. So I think he's should be all right, but he got banged up a little bit.
Like what?
He banged and that was a dive in where was it? It was west somewhere. Somewhere west. Goodyear, yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday, yeah.
And that 30 running game.
Yeah.
We were asking,
but is he playable now or still sidelined?
I got to get a report today, but he's not in there today. So.
I mean, what's banged up? His elbow?
No, his ribs. He banged his, yeah.
He kicked the dirt, kicked the dirt, and he struck out, kicked the dirt, and we went and asked him about it. He told us a funny story about how he's a squirrel, and he got all his hits last year, his nuts, and how he can't find them.
Right.
So he's keeping a sense of humor about it.
Right.
What do you think this spring has been probably very frustrating for him.
Yeah, I mean, and if I were Brett, I'd be saying I'm glad this happened during the spring and not during the season. That's what I'd be saying. So he's 40 at bats into 40 plate appearances into 2018. I think I'll tell you this: everybody wants to be locked in going to the first day of the season, and then on the first day of the season, whatever happened in spring training, it becomes irrelevant to the players.
It's just a matter of getting through that, though, right?
Yeah.
Keeping your mind right.
Yeah, and that's the challenge, and it's. I think results-wise, he's had a rough spring. It hasn't been as bad as that to me. It hasn't looked. He hasn't gotten a lot of hits. It hasn't. I don't think he's like really scuffling like in a big hole. But results-wise, it hasn't been great.
Do you think it's linked at all to his disappointment over the pecking order in the outfield getting expanded?
I don't really think it is. I mean, look, was he affected by our moves this winter? Certainly he was affected. Regardless, would he have had a chance? Would he have been a lock on the team? No, he would not have been a lock on the team.
Either way, you're saying.
Either way, and he would have still, there would have still been a lot of considerations as to who would be on the team. So there was he did not go from a lock on the roster by any means. But look, these are, you also have to earn everything you get here, and it's and that's the way it should be. And we're not dealing with a player that's got 4 years of service time here that we're saying might have to go back to the minor leagues. And he understands that. But this spring to me is just, he's got off to a little bit of a slow start at bat wise, but really nothing that I'm concerned about at all. I mean, I'll tell you, in fact, until like 3 days ago, somebody said his offensive numbers were. I wouldn't have guessed it. Wouldn't have guessed
it.
It
Haven't even struck you.
Haven't even struck me that he was struggling. No. Did you guys enjoy the social media genius that the Brewers put out? It was pretty darn good, huh?
That was very good.
It's getting incredible.
That was pretty amazing. I mean, I remember leaving the field and seeing them all back there. I didn't have any idea what was going on. But it was the casting was brilliant, and you can watch that thing a whole bunch and keep picking out things that are really funny.
What would have been the chance of getting guys to do that in your day? Not that was that long ago. Guys are a lot more open to that stuff now, it seems like.
Yeah, they did a good job. It was fun. A lot of fun.
Do you like the movie?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a great movie. Oh, it's a great movie. Great movie.
They did
watched it a ton.
JJ is the pitcher,
Christian Yelich was the one that was iconic to me. Looks just like that kid.
Yeah. There was a lot of them that were.
And how about appearance by Hank the dog? That's unexpected.
Yeah, I liked Hernan. I thought Hernan's line was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was awesome.
We were just
might have been my favorite part.
Break each other up.
Well, apparently the outtakes they're going to release the outtakes, and the outtakes are rumored to be better than. Yeah.
They almost always are.
Yeah.
Because how do you not?
It might. I don't know if they'll. I don't know how inside the outtakes will be. Like if they'll get a little more, kind of where we'll think they're funny, but maybe not as some of the inside jokes. More of how the personalities interact. But yeah,
someone was saying we hope that people bring signs to the ballpark this year that say "Shut up, Chase."
that was well delivered.
Because I do think a lot of the outtakes are going to be centered around Bandy. I do.
He really wasn't that prominent in the movie.
No, but I got a feeling that a lot of the outtakes just knowing him. Yes.
What was tickled me his vote when he hits. Just his actions.
Yeah.
Slam,
Yeah.
That's what made it. The physical acting made it amazing. Like if you watch JJ, he had De Nunez down.
Yeah. They did a video,
like all the
both scenes, like next to
like
the original.
Yeah.
All of the physical action.
It's like great talent.
Yeah. So they studied.
Yeah.
They studied.
And this was not put together in 1 minute.
Yeah. Even JJ wearing the Milwaukee Bears hat.
Yeah, I love that.
De Nunez wears
his mom sent the Milwaukee Bears.
Yeah, that's cool. Really cool.
It's
really cool.
That was definitely Phillips was in his wheelhouse.
He was.
Climbing the fence.
He was. Sogi is, I think at the field he's a very consistent person at the field. I think that everybody adds to it. He comes across a lot of times as quiet, but I do think he is a guy that he's connected to a lot of places in the clubhouse for sure, and does a great job in the clubhouse. And I think the way he is off the field is the way we see him on the field. He's just very consistent. That's his kind of best trait. The nerd power thing it's to me it's the greatest example of just a person who's embraced who he is, and that people love that. And that then they see his personality and they love it. And so I think it's a great trait in our clubhouse is that guys we try to let their personalities shine, and he's taken on kind of this moniker, and he loves it and embraces it and has a lot of fun with it.